One resource to improve instructional practice and enhance student learning is the online tool called khanacademy.org. To locate Khan Academy, one would open an internet browser, in my case Safari, and search khanacademy.org. The opening page will include, for students, choose your subject, for teachers, start here, and for parents, start here. For educators, we are going to click this link here. You can continue with Google, continue with Facebook, or sign up with an email. Since I already have an account, just for this, I will sign in here. So when you get started, you will have something called your dashboard. This is where you can create your class, add students to your class, try the student experience and see how they see it from there, and simple ways to use Khan Academy with your students and have your students log in. Once you complete all these tests, you will see these check marks to make sure they are completed. So say we wanted to create a class. Just for an example, let's do Algebra 1. You can import from Google Classroom if that's what your district uses, or you can just create a class. So here it has my email. It will list all my students, and if the children have accounts, it will be listed here. Once you create a class, then you would add students to your class. In order to add students, you can add them with an email, with Google Classroom, without an email, or simply by giving them this access code, and they can fill that in as soon as they go to the original Khan Academy screen and then click on Students Enter Here, and they would use that code. So you can also try the student's experience, which I will show you later on. You can learn how to use the Khan Academy with your students. So let's go here. So it gives you ways to use Khan Academy, as far as it's a free math tutor available to them 24/7. The students have missions for individualized math practice. I will show you how to use those in just a moment. It's good for students who need remediation, who are at grade level or above grade level. So all different uses for all different all diverse learners. They even give you some classroom ideas and pictures of how previous teachers have used it in the classroom, tracking badges earned, progress, and posters teachers have used in the classroom, some strategies as far as using it for students to work at their own pace, for instance, one-to-one devices or station rotations, one-to-one intervention, peer tutoring, small group intervention, projects, homeworks. So as you can see, there's so many different ways to use Khan Academy. This tab is possible solutions for common classroom challenges. So things like filling in the content gaps, classroom management obstacles, cultivating a specific classroom culture. When a student already dislikes math, some things that you can work towards using Khan Academy. When a student is speeding through the current objective or lesson, some things and how you can handle that. So there's really some great resources on here. You just have to know where to access them. So there's things called Khan Academy contests. Here's a video explaining a contest that was held. Finding appropriate missions for your students. Again, for all types of diverse learners. Then they talk about this growth mindset, which you can look a little bit more on yourself. And then they also have, obviously, non-math subjects. So as far as resources, they have, start right away. They're very organized. This is for teachers. What is Khan Academy? Steps to get started. A resource pack. Classroom strategies, classroom ideas, simple ways to use Khan Academy. This is what we went over before. What exactly a mission is, your students' experience. Coach recommendations, how to monitor student progress. So this is important here. It shows you the student progress. It gives you an example. All of these numbers are referred to here, and it tells you, number one, this lets you filter by class. Number two shows you the percentage of the mission that your class has mastered. So it gives you a really nice outline of all the different tabs and everything in this website. I know it looks a little bit overwhelming, but it is very well organized. Things that are energy points, struggling students' time, total minutes, how you can recommend a skill, how you can assess mission progress, plan target tutoring. So it gives you all this information, which you would obviously read through and look at before giving your students this website and using it as a valuable resource in the classroom. So I just want to take a look at, an example. So say I was a student, I wanted to do some Algebra 1 exercises. Wait while this loads. My internet's being a little bit slow right now. Okay, so I already started the mission, but they would start their mission, and this pretty much tells them exactly where they're at. So, I'm going to continue my Algebra 1 mission. So they give you recommendations as far as what you could practice next. They give you mission progress, so I mastered 4 skills, 1 skill is practice, 168 skills not even started yet. So this really breaks it down into, topics as far as Common Core is concerned. And I'll show you practice exercises. So you're going jogging. For every mile you run, you burn 100 calories. In the graph and table below, M represents the number of miles you run, C represents the number of calories you burn. So these questions are great too because they relate to real-world experiences, which brings me to how it meets the ISTE standards. So first, it meets ISTE standards for students 1C, which is here, because the students are using the Khan Academy application, specifically the practice exercises, to seek feedback that informs and improves their practice, which demonstrates their learning in a variety of different ways. So once they answer these questions, I'm just going to write in a random number. You can check your work, and you can, if you're stuck, you can watch a video, you can use a hint. So there's all these different types of resources that you can use on your own to get the correct answer. I'll show you what these look like. So if you're stuck, these are related videos to this question, or you can get a hint which gives you a step-by-step explanation of how to solve the problem. So the whole idea is to get these 5 questions correct in a row to receive mastery. If you go on to the next question and you say you get it wrong, hopefully I get it wrong this time. Didn't see that up here. It'll say stuck, watch a video, or use a hint, and show up with this gray circle here, which means that you then restart and have to get another 5 in a row to complete mastery. So the whole objective is to continue these problems until you get however many dots in a row, depending on the topic, to receive mastery that you fully understand the topic. So there's so many different exercises and an abundant amount of questions, which is really good because even if they receive mastery, they can continue practicing. Another ISDE standard that this tool meets is 3D. Let's go there. Which is because the students are building knowledge by actively exploring real-world problems, like we just saw. Another ISD standard is 5C, because the students break problems into component parts, extract key information, and then problem solve. So Khan Academy meets the ISTE standards as well as the Common Core standards for New York State, and I will show you that by going to my dashboard. And then Common Core down here, it actually is pretty neat, maps out all the Common Core standards for you. So say we want to go to Algebra 1. So this is the actual standard, and then it's saying there's 85 questions within the standard and 5 skills, so you could analyze structural linear inequalities and so on. So these list all your standards, and these are all the questions and skills within that standard, which is pretty neat, so you know that these questions are related to Common Core, which will benefit the students because they will obviously be taking the Regents exam at the end of the year. So overall, this is a really great experience, and once teachers go through all the resources and information, it could be very beneficial to use in the classroom as well as outside the classroom.